set up a title. It didn't give me the option this time for our live stream. Welcome on this balmy winter day in Flint, Michigan. It's 4 degrees above zero right now. It's going on to like 5, 10 below tonight. Pray, please don't leave your animals and your pets outside, even a feral cat. I don't know if they're going to survive in this, even if you have one of those. I see where people are making cat houses for the feral cats with a cooler, and they drill a hole in the side. Have you seen that? But it's too cold for man or beast, and the homeless. We're losing so many this year. Please pray. Please pray for the homeless. It's the worst, coldest winter that I can remember on record. Well, God bless you all today. Jesus is Lord. He is the King of Kings. God is in control of everything. God is in control of everything that goes on in our lives and in the world today. And we want to question God a lot. We want to question Him. Why this? Why did you allow that to happen? There can't really be a God. Don't ever doubt, because when you're breathing, your last few breaths, you're going to know that God is real, that God is real, and He's alive, and He's in the world today. He's not of the world, and we should not be of the world either. Is it either or either? But I want to touch on a few things. Now, I did a video this morning, a short, regarding Elon Musk, and the mainstream media, the legacy media, has really lost their minds over him making a gesture with his hands, touching his heart. And I think he was just giving his heart to the audience, but they're saying he did the Roman salute, the Heil Hitler salute. We got to remember one thing, that it must have been overwhelming for Elon Musk. Well, he's a genius. What do you mean it's overwhelming the crowd? We have to remember he's a genius, but he is autistic and he has Asperger's, and that crowd can be overwhelming for any person to get up in front of that many people. And I believe he was just giving his love and his heart uh, to the audience. I don't see it as, I'm not reading into anything else. I worked a lot in my lifetime with autistic children. Hey, Kay, welcome. I didn't even see you down there. I'm talking so much, I didn't look down in the chat. Welcome, Kay. Love you so much. Praying for you every day, every night when I say my prayers. Um, but it was a beautiful day yesterday. Cold in Washington, it looked like. But we now have Donald Trump in office, and touching back on Elon Musk, and look at the things that he's come up with. Now people are wondering, because he was talking about wanting to put a flag here and a flag there and a flag here on Mars. And it had to come out that Elon says that he actually is a 3,000-year-old time traveler, alien, and that he wants to go home. He's here trying to find his way home. And I was talking with my sister Kimmy this morning on Facebook, and maybe his home is Mars. I don't know. But that's something to think about. But Elon is, he's got a lot of children. Did you see that one little baby was running around and on the stage, and he's going like this. And that was, I spent the whole day in and out from Flint watching the inauguration. Now, one more thing I want to touch on is Donald Trump. In 2016, Melania stood there and held up the Bibles, and Donald Trump put his left hand on the Bible and was sworn in. Now, a lot of people are making a fuss that Donald Trump did not, and he did not place his hand on the Bible. Melania, some are saying he got there. Melania got there too late, and that was going so quick that he didn't have time. He had plenty of time. He did not place his hand on the Bible to be sworn in. Now, with that said, there could be a reason for that. Uh, as far as Christians, we got to understand the Bible tells us, Jesus tells us not to swear on anything on earth. And even don't put your even don't even swear on the Bible. Um, so that could be one reason. The other, what I'm thinking, is if he were to swear on the Bible, that's admitting and acknowledging that he lost the 2020 election by swearing on the Bible on 2016 and not here in 2025. Could mean that he is not acknowledging the 2020 loss. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Leave me comments. This is going to be uploaded to YouTube. Let me get your thoughts on that and see what you think. And what do you think about maybe we shouldn't really be, we should follow the Bible as Christians and not swear on things on this earth. So that's something to think about. But please pray for the homeless. I'm getting ready to go out there. I'm finally over my bronchitis, and when I got this terrible bug that was going around, and it just hung on and hung on forever. I still got some ringing in my left ear. It's like a constant buzzing, and I hope that goes away. I'm heading out. I got a prescription to pick up, and oh my goodness, it's just unbearable out here. We need your help with this ministry, so please, if you can just thank the good Lord for the things that He's given you and how He's blessed you in your life. That you are in a warm home and you may be struggling, but you got your lights on and your gas is your furnace is turned up, even though we hate to turn it up. And rejoice in knowing that the economy is probably going to come back. But think of those that are without. Though I'm just going to be honest with you, those that aren't in a shelter that we can't get into a hotel are not going to live. They will not survive. They will die in this weather. I'm going to make a sweep of Flint, Michigan, and Pontiac, Michigan today, and I do not have the finances. I do not have the finance. And I'm not coming down here begging. I'm just letting you know I don't have the finances to get them out of the elements, to even get them in a hotel. So we need as much help right now, more than ever, than we ever did. So please consider when you listen to the radio, and I have my Christian radio, I have Caleb on, and other Christian stations, and they're always doing pledge-a-thons and to raise money for their radio station. And people give; they give large numbers. $5,000 gift came in, $500 to keep Caleb on the radio, and then we see the devastation in Israel, and we got to pray that these hostages come home. But we see the Fellowship of Christians and Jews, Yael Eckstein, and they are putting cameras in the elderly Jewish women, their face, and showing the care packages. And when I do that, I'm condemned by all of YouTube and all the Christian community. Let not your right hand know what your left is doing. So I haven't been putting the camera in their face, but I'm very worried. I'm afraid without we have to know that this is real. This is a crisis right now. It's 4 degrees right now, 4 degrees in Michigan, in Grand Blanc and Flint, Michigan. Woke up and it was 2 degrees below zero, and it's going to get colder tonight. No one is going to survive this. So please consider giving to the homeless through PayPal. I'll put the links below when this is uploaded, through a gift in the mail. And the mail is not going to save anyone today. We just need to do what we can. There are some, I believe it's going to be right around $150 to get one person in a hotel. So it's just terrible, the things that are happening. People are literally freezing to death. Hi, how are you? Good morning, Monique. Good morning. God bless you today. And I don't know how long you've been listening. We were talking about Elon Musk and how you got CNN and MSNBC, the legacy media saying he's making the Roman hand gesture and the Heil Hitler, and he's autistic and he has autism and he has Asperger's. So he's probably overwhelmed. I think he was just putting his hand on his heart and giving the audience his heart. That's what I seen. That's what I seen. And to recap, we were talking about Donald Trump did not put his hand on the Bible, and a lot of people are questioning that. And he did in 2016. I think it might be more than what the scripture says to not swear on anything. Uh, it would be more like if he did place his hand on the Bible, that would acknowledge that he lost the 2020 election. And I think maybe that might, in his mind, might be why what he's thinking, that maybe I won't do that. Was already sworn in 2016. I won 2020. It was taken from me. So I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. So maybe you could leave your thoughts. And why do you think Donald Trump did not place his left hand on the Bible? Monica, I'm sorry, Monique, Melania. My goodness, oh my goodness, it's so cold. I don't even know what to do. Um, she was there with the Bibles. She had two Bibles, as a matter of fact, but he did not put his hand on the Bible. Before we close, what do you think about Donald Trump pardoning, I think it was 1,500 of the J6 hostages? He calls them hostages. Um, and then there's going to be some others, and it's going to grow. I don't know what to think. I wasn't there. I didn't see anyone armed. The only armed person that was killed on January 6th was Ashley Babbitt, was killed by an armed security officer. Now, is he going to be held accountable for murder? I mean, she was unarmed. Not one protester was armed. So I have to question that. Joe Biden, while Donald Trump was making his speech, pardons his entire family. Pardon me. His two brothers, his sister-in-law, and her husband. And I'm telling you, the dog got pardoned. The parakeet got pardoned. I don't know, Monique. Okay, what are we going to do? But I always thought, how can you, if you're not guilty, why would you have a pardon unless you did something wrong? A pardon is for someone that's been convicted of a crime and they're in prison and they get a pardon. If you haven't done it, how do you pardon someone? Is it legal to pardon someone that hasn't done anything? Is that even legal? I don't know. I mean, I can't see the legality in pardoning someone that hasn't done anything. But the J6 committee, oh my God. That Crichton dude, he's crying all the time? Adam Kissinger. He's crying happy tears today. And Liz Cheney, Tim Lizzie. I don't know. And I don't know. It just, to me, shows that Biden is guilty of the corruption and of what you look at that blanket pardon for his son. They're guilty of everything that the Republican Party, the investigations put through. As we are not to make promises to God. Right. We are sinners, born again or not, we all fall short. Exactly. So I can see why he may not have put his hand on the Bible. I can understand that portion of it too. So you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Avis! It's 4 degrees below zero, Avis. Welcome to Michigan. Oh my, and it's going to be cold in Florida too, where you are. I was watching on the news. I guess there's winter cold coming to Florida. And to well, Tennessee's already got snow in the south. I'm so far north. I wish I was a little closer to Florida, but pray for our ministry, Avis. Pray for as we pray for you. We know what you're facing, and no one here is going to survive this. They're not. If you're a dog or a cat, we were talking about people have pets, and then there are feral cat. We used to have a feral cat, and he passed away. But oh, 44. That's cold. 44 is chilly. I'm sorry. 44 is chilly. It's sweater weather, light jacket weather. So that's cold for Florida. But even a little feral cat and and people I seen that we gave I took over to one lady, the lady that needed the cat food, and we gave her $100 from our ministry. And she's got a senior dog that she rescued. She rescues animals. She has all the cats and she didn't have food for them. And she still needs help. So if you can find it in your heart to help her, I've got Chloe, the old whiner rhymer. She's very old and she likes to get up in the bed. And I got her these pet steps, but she wouldn't use them. So I took Chrissy and I took her over the pet steps for the elderly. It's a little yippy dog. I don't know, like a Scottish Terrier dog, and it's elderly and it's blind, and now it can climb up on the steps to get up on the bed. So God bless her. And oh my goodness, New Hampshire is freezing, -9. Well, then. You know, I went out and warmed up my truck just to make sure it would start. I put a new battery in it last year, so I'm gonna get out there and start making the rounds. But it's so cold. It is that no one is gonna. If anyone's out there, the shelters are full. Centers for Hope is full. They can't take anyone else in. My brother's keeper is full. Carriage Town homeless shelter is full. Um, uh, there's no room in the inn, and anyone out, if we can't get them in hotels, they're gonna die. They're just not gonna survive. We've had people over the years, they go into so many different places to try to find shelter, but there's no heat. And the worst thing, please, I hope they don't do it again. They don't get into uh, the trailers, the truck trailers that are parked. They climb in there. Don't do that. You're going to freeze to death. How many we lost last year? I reported on that. That in Bay City, they were found frozen to death. One frozen in Pontiac on somebody's porch, just on the front porch chair. They froze to death. This got as far as they could get shelter was on someone's front porch, and I don't know what to do. I just got to put it in God's hands. I don't have the answers. God does, and He's a merciful God. So if He touches your heart today, I love you. I'm getting ready to head out to Flint. It's 4 degrees, 3 degrees now. I'm looking over here. It's 3 degrees above zero. So pray for the homeless. Pray, please, if you have pets, please don't leave them outside. Even if you have I've got a husky. I'm an animal lover. I've got Skooks, which is my stepson's dog. He's the black lab. And of course, we got Cheeto the Bambibo. We call him Bambibo, Cheeto, the husky. And we've got the old elderly whiner rhymer. She's not going to be around much longer. She's can barely stand anymore. She's can't hear. She's totally deaf. But we rescued her, and then we got our rescue um, Cheeto. He does not want to come in. It can be if it's a snowstorm, he'll lay in the snow on his belly. And the neighbors look like, are they being mean to that dog? Won't let that. He won't come in. He looks at you, give you a little dirty look, and sticks his nose up, and he won't come. So we got to forcibly go get the leash and bring his little behind in because he don't want to come in out of the cold. So if you have a husky, they love this cold weather, but it's too cold. The little pads on there, I was telling my wife, the pads on the bottom of their feet are going to get frostbitten. And, do not, nothing irks me worse than to see people leaving their dogs out and their cats out. Pray for the animals. Pray for God's children that are out in this today. Have a blessed day. You too, dear. You too. In Jesus' holy name. I'm gonna head on out of here. I love you guys and pray for America. I think we're back. I think we're back. God bless you today.